Brianna's Bananas Cooking Show. Here we go! Hello everybody, it's Brianna. So, one of my subscribers has told me that I only make white lady food. So, today, I'm just a white lady trying to make more ethnic foods. So today, what I have is papusas. I don't know if you've ever heard of papusas. It's one of my favorite words to say. And it's a Mexican treat. It's kind of like tamale dough almost, but it's flattened, fried on a flat top. It's got cheese, sometimes beans, sometimes pulled pork. You could put lots of things in it. And then we're gonna make some coleslaw to go on top of it. Not white lady coleslaw. This white lady's coleslaw, but it's not normal white lady coleslaw. So put that on top of it. You could also just put regular salsa on top of it. And it's gonna be cheesy and delicious. So I'm excited to try it. So let me get my apron on and let me get all the ingredients out. Ready? Okay, got my apron on, got all my stuff out, got my coleslaw stuff out back here. But what we're gonna start with is the dough. Papusa dough. Try about 2 cups. This is maseca. You can use it for tamales also. That's what I used it for last time. It made a lot of tamales and I had them in the freezer for a long time. I couldn't even eat them all, but I love tamales. So I might try making tamales on my show. I'll show you how I did that. So, 2 cups of my flour. I'm gonna add some water. Should be cold water. I've seen it done with hot water and I've seen it with cold water. So I asked one of my coworkers who knows about making pupusas a little bit. She told me cold water. So if I get this wrong, I'm gonna blame her a little bit. So I think you're supposed to like do it with your hands, but let's just try a fork so I don't get too messy right away. It's just flour, water, a little bit of salt. Add enough water until it comes together into a dough. It's starting to come together, but it's still a little dry, so I'm gonna add another half cup. So right now this is two cups of flour, 2 cups of water. So the way I learned about pupusas was actually back in Nebraska. I used to work at this like sports bar place and I had some Hispanic coworkers. One of them, her name is Evelyn. Shout out Evelyn. But you know, during the slow hours, she would make up some pupusas on the grill. She would always just put cheese in it, but then we'd put salsa on top of it and have it as a little snack in between, like serving people. Oh, it was so good. And I would always ask her to make them too, and she would get like a little bit annoyed with me. She made them the best. They were so good. All right, so that's pretty good, I guess. 2 and 2. Okay. So let me just set this aside. Let me cut up my cheese. This is the kind of cheese I got. I'm not sure if it's the right kind. I don't know if there's a wrong kind. I was trying to get like a soft cheese that I could either grate or just cube up and it would melt nicely. There was like 3 different kinds I was trying to choose from, but I just got queso fresco. There was like Oaxaca Oaxaca cheese. I don't know how to say that. And then there was another like melty cheese. I forget what it was called. I just went with this. So let me just cut to after I've cut this cheese. Cut the cheese. Okay. So this cheese is a little more crumbly than I thought, but that's all right. Let me try. It kind of tastes like mozzarella. Yeah, kind of tastes like mozzarella, but like maybe a little more dry. Katie's gonna try to eat my pupusas. So let's get this dough back. I got my big cast iron out. Plug in my stove. Let's get a little bit of oil. Just to coat the bottom a little bit. Also, last night we made some pulled pork, so I might do one or two with some pork in it. I also made mac and cheese last night, and I was thinking about doing a pupusa with mac and cheese in it, which would be a white lady twist for sure. So maybe I will. Okay, I'm hoping I didn't make this too wet or anything. But, oh, I should have wet my hands before this, but it's too late. It's already in my hand. So, take some. A little more. Make a little cup. A little pupusa cup. Stick the cheese. Oh no. I'm gonna pinch it together. And then I'm gonna flatten it. So the cheese is encased in my dough. The best I can do. Okay, here's one. Lightning, please. Let's pop it in. I'm gonna plop this one in. I'm going to keep making these up, and then I'll come back and then we'll make our coleslaw to go on top of these, and then we'll taste them up. I'm excited. Okay, I'm back. So I have my, first of all, let me get my brain together. I have 4 pupusas sitting right here. They only have the white cheese in them, keeping those warm. I have 4 more in my pan. I'm waiting until they get nice and crusty before I flip them, because I learned that with the other one I had to flip those a couple times, but try not to flip them as much, I guess. So with these ones, I made 1 mac and cheese one, I made 2 with pork and the white cheese, and I made another cheese one, just white cheese. So now we're gonna make my coleslaw. So I like to use this coleslaw mix. It's just cabbage and carrots, and that's it. It's already shredded up. You don't have to buy like an entire head of cabbage or like 15 carrots or whatever and grate them all up and shit. It's already ready. I did make this in another video, and I forget which one, but maybe I'll figure it out and I'll link it. But put some coleslaw in your bowl. It's really simple. Also, this keeps turning off. If anybody knows why, please tell me. I think it's getting too hot. Let me just flip these guys. Okay, those are all flipped. Turn it back on, I guess. Back to my coleslaw. Coleslaw mix. Splash of oil, vegetable oil. That was probably like a tablespoon. to like 2 handfuls of coleslaw. A splash of apple cider vinegar, probably about the same amount. A little bit of lime juice, however much you like lime. I might do whole half of a lime. It's really juicy. Some salt and pepper, and then mix it up, and that's it. Oh, and cilantro. I forgot cilantro. Fresh cilantro is preferred. It's turned off again. But have dried cilantro for this type of occasion. Put a little bit in there. Cool. Once you've mixed it, just let it mingle for like, I'd say like 5 to 10 minutes. So the cabbage gets a little softened from the vinegar and all that. And that's my white lady coleslaw. Let me turn this back on. And maybe we'll eventually get these cooked. Okay, you guys. I got my beautiful plate of papusas. And it's a mystery which one's which. So let me pick one. Pick this one. Put a little bit of coleslaw or salsa. Okay, let's see which one it is. I think it's just a cheese one. Let me show you up close. Ooh, papusi. Okay, here I go. Okay. I see what I did there. So these are a lot thicker. This one is at least. It needs to be a lot flatter. But it tastes good. I want to find the mac and cheese one. Which I think is this one. Oh yeah. Let's try this mac and cheese papusa. Okay. That one was really dry. Pretty dry. But it was leftover mac and cheese. So you know how like leftover mac and cheese isn't as cheesy as it was the day before. It's kind of dry now. So we tried that one. Let's try a pulled pork one. This one is. A little bit of masala. Okay. That one was better. It's pretty good with the pork. Gives it a good addition. Definitely could use some salsa. So if you guys make these, get some salsa for yourself. But definitely make this coleslaw also. It gives it a nice crunch and like acidity from the vinegar. And try some more. The cheese, I'd probably get a different cheese. Try that Oaxaca kind or whatever. I bet that's more melty. You want a really melty cheese, so it just pulls apart with cheese. But, alright. I did it. I attempted to make ethnic food. I mean, obviously, it didn't turn out as authentic as it could have been. Because I'm a white lady, you know? I can only do so much. Anyways, now I know what to do better next time when I make these. Make them flatter, get more of a melty cheese, get some salsa. Perfect combo. So, thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe and share with your friends and give me comments. And I love you. See you next week with another video. Bye!